Hello, everyone. This is author, motivational speaker, and dating coach Matthew C. Horn, and I'll bring you a video tonight titled Investing in Women Who Have a Vested Interest in You. But before we go any further, always know that my videos in the dating space, they're inspired by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Get your copies, and everyone who's ordered, your copies are on the way. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to push with the algorithm so I can continue to bring you these elevated messages. But let's get right to it. Investing in women who have a vested interest in you. This is a follow-up to my previous video that I made yesterday that was titled Simping is a Crime Against Masculinity. And this is a follow-up video because in that video I really pinpointed and focused on men who overextend themselves for women and with the hope of having sex with women. That's the simp. But tonight I want to focus on the type of women that you can safely invest yourself and your resources into because they have a vested interest in you. When a woman has a vested interest in you, she proves that she's there for the right reasons. She's extremely sexually attracted to you. She's sold on you. And she's sold on you for the long haul, meaning that you've seen her over whatever period of time that makes you feel comfortable, that lets you know that she's there for the right reasons. That's a woman that has a vested interest in you. She's completely sold out to the concept and the construct and the reality of the man that you are, the reality of the man that's in front of her. That is a woman that you can invest in because she has a vested interest in you. Simps overextend themselves. Simps offer above the connection and the reality and the acknowledgement of the woman and why she's there. Simps overextend themselves, but the cerebral thinking, sexually attractive masculine man, he's not over investing. He's investing once he has an understanding that the woman has a vested interest in him and that she's shown up in his space the right way that makes him feel at peace over whatever period of time makes him feel comfortable. So you have to keep an eye open for the women who have a vested interest in you. See, when a woman attempts to come in your space and she starts making requirements of you and requirements from you, she's asking for dates. She's asking for offerings and money and things of the material world before she's proven that she's worth you investing those things in her. So she's not there for the right reasons. She's operating at a low quality frequency. And if you're a masculine man, you understand that anything that the woman has to offer you and that you have to offer to her, it's an equal exchange and it's on even playing ground. So you're not going to acquiesce and you're not going to succumb to the things that she's asking you for ahead of her showing that she has a vested interest in you. These are low quality women. So you immediately discard these women when they ask for offerings to get in their space. These women, you have to pay close attention to them because these women are literally trading platinum for silver. And let me explain. A low quality woman is going to ask things of you before she's proven that you should invest in her. Meaning that she's grasping at straws, low-hanging fruit. If she asks things of you, it pales in comparison to the things that she can get from you if she shows up as an inspirational woman who has a vested interest in you. Meaning that a woman can ask you things, ask you to give her certain things, and it's ahead of your emotional connection to her and your recognition that she's there for the right reasons. But these are low quality things like dinners, dates, maybe a little cash app money. These are things that low quality women ask for. But what they fail to realize is that if they show up in a man's space, a masculine man who can give her an elevated quality of life, if she shows up in that man's space, he's going to give her above anything that she could ever ask from him. So he's going to give her platinum. He's going to give her his best because he was inspired. But the silver that she's asking for is because she's requiring certain things. And it only lands in the space of the man who's not elevated, the lower quality man. So she's trading platinum, which is an elevated experience, with the elevated man, the sexy, attractive man, the high quality man. She's trading the platinum by folding her cards too early and asking for silver. And she doesn't recognize it. And it's not your place to help her to recognize it. You just immediately get her out of your space, because you understand that she is not a woman that is aligned with who you are as a quality man. I want you all to stay with me and follow me with what I'm saying tonight. So the only women that the masculine man keeps in his space are the women who inspire him to invest in her. You invest in a woman through your wisdom, your leadership, your knowledge, your guidance, and your resources. That's how you invest in a woman. But a masculine man is not going to give her those elevated offerings in pieces of himself until he understands that she has a vested interest. She's there for the right reasons, and she showed up over time that she has an elevated perspective and value of you. Her movements in your space inspire you to give her the platinum. Her movements in your space inspire you to give her the platinum. She didn't ask for silver, so she inspired you to give her your best. And I've had women that I've had experiences with, and I might run back into them, and they'll say, "Thank you for this gift that you gave to me. I still wear it. I still have it." Yes, because when you were in my space in a way that was inspirational, and you didn't ask anything of me, I gave you my best. And I say, "Yeah, I know it's nice. Yeah, keep wearing that." And I keep it moving. So that's what I want you to really understand, is that the right woman inspires you. She doesn't require you to give her anything. And that's when you can make the financial investment and invest in the other ways that I mentioned. You know, your leadership, your guidance, your resources. When the right woman shows up in your space and she didn't require those things of you, but she inspired you because she had a vested interest in you, then that's when you can give your best. That's when you can give your best. But you never want to entertain the low quality woman, because it's going to be a low quality experience. If she's asking for things before she's proven herself to you and made it a vested investment in your space to show that she's a quality, inspirational woman, if she does that and you give before that, then you're going to have a low quality experience. But the beautiful thing about the sexually attractive, masculine, cerebral, thinking, intelligent man, he only has enjoyable experiences with women. He only has enjoyable experiences with women, because he's only allowing women to remain in his space that are giving him an experience that's in accordance with how he sees himself and what he's giving to the woman. It's balance. That's what enjoyment is for a man who loves himself. It's pure balance, meaning that you're not overextending yourself. You're not giving a woman offerings ahead of how she's shown up in your space, and the reciprocation that is a reflection of how she values you. That's when you have balanced experiences with women. And the sexy, attractive, masculine man, he's always having balanced experiences, so he doesn't have a negative outlook on women, because he has the enjoyable experience with women until it's no longer enjoyable. No woman is safe. No woman is a safe space until she's really proven herself over time. So she can give you an enjoyable, inspirational experience, but then certain things happen in life and circumstances, things within her that make her switch up. And you can get out of there when she switches up, but you can still have a positive opinion and perspective of the interaction that you had with her, because you were giving your best when she was giving her best. And the minute that she no longer gives her best, you can recognize the imbalance because of the love that you have for yourself. And when the imbalance takes place, that's when you remove yourself. And that's when you can look back at the situation and say, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. Because when she was making a vested interest in me. And she was showing that she had a vested interest, and she was moving the right way, and she wasn't requiring things of me. She was being respectful, she was being consistent, and she was exercising a recognition of the man that's in front of her, which is you, the elevated man. When she did that, you gave your best. But the minute that thing switched up, you got out of there. So how can you have a negative opinion about an experience like that? You can't. You simply can't. And that's why the sexually attractive, cerebral, thinking, intelligent, masculine man, he always has a positive outlook on women because he never overextends himself. That's why simps are so angry. They're so frustrated because they overextend themselves routinely and they don't get the return in accordance to what they're giving. That's the frustrated man. That's not the masculine man. That's the simp. But you as the masculine man, you're sitting back. And it's okay. She switched up, but you gave her your best because she was giving her best at that time. And that's perfectly fine. Things change. Seasons come to an end, and you keep it pushing. But the quality, the frequency of the quality of experiences that you're going to have with women, meaning that you're going to have frequent quality experiences with quality women, that's based on your level of sexual desirability. Because that's how women choose men. They choose with their eyes first. So if a woman identifies you as a sexually attractive man, then even if the situations don't last long, you're going to have enough situations that one ends and another one begins, and that ends and another one begins, that you're constantly in favorable situations and having favorable experiences with women until they're no longer. So the frequency of the quality experiences are based on your level of sexual attraction, because those are the men that women offer themselves to and they give the quality experience to, because he's clicking on all cylinders. His appearance is a reflection of the love that he has for himself and the work that he's done on himself. That is a rarity. That is a gift. And so the women will frequently treat you in accordance with you being a gift, so that you don't have a negative perspective and opinion of the experiences that you have with women, because even when one situation ends, you're swimming right into the next one. That's the sexually attractive man right there. So he doesn't mind investing in women who have shown that they have a vested interest in him. But you have to, be real with yourself and understand that you do want to be in the space of quality women. And you have to come to an understanding, especially as you're making the transition into the sexually attractive man. You're going to have the understanding that there are going to be periods in your life where you have less women than what you previously had. And let me explain that. A lot of simps are surrounded by women, but they're having low quality experiences with these women because these women don't value and desire these men. So their experiences and the frequency of these women being in their space is based on the offerings that they offer to the woman that are imbalanced. So the woman knows that she's always going to get something outside of equality, meaning I desire him the way that he desires her. So the simps may have women around them, but they always are giving offerings and overextending themselves. So as a sexually attractive man, you have an understanding, you have an awareness that less is more. Less is more. So you can have less women in your space that have a vested interest in you, and it feels like you have more than what a simp would actually have. It feels like you have more than what you previously had before you transitioned into that sexually attractive masculine man. So the experience is when a woman has a vested interest in you, it's fulfilling because she's operating fully within how you see yourself. Okay? That's a fulfilling experience. So those women, even if there's less in volume, the fulfillment is greater than if you had a collection of women who didn't value you the way that the women who have the vested interest in you value you. So that's when you begin to understand that less is more, because the fulfillment is greater, even though the numbers are lessened. And as you truly elevate, what's going to happen is that you're going to have high volume of women, but these are going to be high volume of quality women. So it's quality over quantity when you're the masculine, sexually attractive man. It's quality over quantity. And the more attractive that you become, the more work that you do on yourself, then you're going to attract a higher quality of women. And so you'll eventually replace the low quality quantity of women that you had with a high quantity of high quality women who have a vested interest in you. I went a little far with that. Stay with me. The qualities and the quantities will eventually balance out the more that you work on yourself. And even if when you're making the transition, you're going to have less women, but there's going to be more quality experiences. But eventually you'll master yourself, meaning that you can consistently recreate a result in your life. That's when you've mastered something, when you can consistently recreate a result. And so what's going to happen is that you're going to look back on your life and say, hey, I had a volume of women at this period of time in my life, but they didn't have a vested interest in me. They were there for the wrong reasons. But as you elevate, now you're going to have a high quantity of quality women. And then that's when life gets extremely enjoyable. But even when you're transitioning and you're not having the volume that you used to have, the quality and the enjoyment of the women in your space are going to give you a level of satisfaction that pales in comparison to having a collection of low quality women in your space that are there just to take. They're there for the wrong reasons. They're there for the wrong reasons. And so that's all I really wanted to say tonight is that, this is a game of quality over quantity. This is a game of recognizing the women that are worth investing in because they have a vested interest in you. Meaning you don't offer them a thing except for yourself as soon as you meet the woman. You don't offer them a thing. You don't go to their side. You don't offer them anything monetary. You don't offer them extravagant dates and gifts and all the stuff that simps offer to the women. You don't do that because the inspirational woman is going to have a recognition of the man that you are. So this happens in reverse. So she'll have a collection of men that are offering her things, but these are low quality men. And if she's an elevated woman, she can recognize that and she'll come over to your side and you're not offering her any of those things that the low quality men are offering her. And she's satisfied with you over the quantity of the low quality men because she recognizes you as quality. And so you're on a collision course when you become a masculine man because how you value quality over quantity, even though that woman is getting offered offered things and she's going to see you as the optimal man, so she's going to see you as quality over quantity. And that's the best experience that two elevated men and women can have. They recognize each other as quality over quantity. And I tried to explain this as best as I could. I hope y'all hung in there with me. But you don't invest in a woman until she has a vested interest in you, and the right woman is waiting to meet you. She's not inserting herself into the lower quality men and the offerings that they're giving to her. She's waiting for the quality man. So she's bypassing the material world to make an optimal connection to inspire a man that's going to give her more than any of the low quality men can offer her. That's what the quality woman is waiting for. And so that's why you have to develop yourself into the masculine man that has the mindset that he's not going to settle for quantity. He's only going to deal with quality. And that woman is the woman that has a vested interest in him. She's not asking for a thing except for you. She understands that the material world is going to enter the conversation, but she's gambling on her qualities. She's not making requirements. She's gambling on her qualities, meaning that she's going to inspire you to give her more than what she could ever require from you. And so you all are on a collision course. And so don't settle for saying, I'm not getting as many women as I normally get. That's supposed to happen when you're transitioning to the sexually attractive masculine man, because you understand your value and you're not overextending yourself. So you're purging your space of the low quality way that you used to move. That got the low quality women. You're not making offerings anymore. You're becoming the offering that's recognizable to the high quality woman. And so less is more. You're purging your low quality self, and consequently the low quality women that would circle around you in quantity, they're purged out of your life. And now you're on the stage and you're on the road to fully recognizing yourself, valuing yourself, so that you are creating a space for quality women. And these women are going to offer themselves to you because you are enough. You are enough. And when you've elevated and you've become, then you understand that you are enough. And so you shed the dead weight of the low quality women that were circling around you for offerings, and you travel light so that you're recognizable. The lighter you travel, the higher you can elevate. So you travel light so that you're recognizable to the woman, to the women who are high quality women, who you are going to see as a safe space to make an investment in, because they have a vested interest in you. I hope this has made sense. I've said all I can say on it. That's all I can say. I've said all I can say on it. I really hope that this makes sense. It's truly quality versus quantity. And that's how you know the woman that's worth investing in. Don't lose this. She makes a vested interest in you because she has a full recognition of the man that you are. She's fully inhaled you. She's not asking for a thing because you're everything she's ever been asking for. This has been Matthew C. Horne, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach. Bring you a video tonight just talking about making an investment in women who have a vested interest in you. It's been brought to you by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Get your copies. I have plenty of copies on the way. Everyone's order will be fulfilled in a timely manner. Thank you all for selling me out, man. Every time I make an order, they're gone, man. And I'm so thankful to you all, man. You have no idea how thankful I am for you all as we take this meteoric rise together. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to help me to get pushed up this algorithm so I can continue to bring you these elevated messages. And to everyone who's been inquiring about me speaking on particular topics and making a video, make a donation of $50 or more to my PayPal or my Cash App that's in my video description. And just leave the title of what you want me to talk about so I can make a custom video for you on my page, Matthew C. Horne Dating, on my channel. Just make a donation of $50 or more. Leave the topic in the subject matter in the note of PayPal or Cash App. And if your if your subject is more in depth that you want me to talk about, then make your donation to my PayPal or Cash App with $50 or more, and then email me at matthewchorne.com with your more in-depth description of what you want me to talk about. And your video will be on my channel within 24 hours or less, because I'm fast. I'll get your video right up there. And if this particular video has been of value to you, and you notice your thought process have been elevated as a result of encountering my message, don't forget to drop something substantial in my donation information. You know I'm spitting that real. You know you're not hearing it like this anywhere else but right here. Make a donation that's a reflection of my impact in your life. Donate to my PayPal and my Cash App. Help me to continue to go and grow as I continue to help you to elevate and grow as well. My donation information is in my video description. And if you're in need of coaching, don't forget to contact me at matthewchorne.com. If you know that my voice resonates with you, I'm your man. If I resonate with you and you know that you're elevating and you're growing and you have specific needs that you want to overcome and you want to experience breakthroughs in the dating space, I am your man. Email me at matt@matthewchorne.com. Leave your name, your phone number, and whatever issue that you're looking to overcome and experience a breakthrough in the dating space. And I will do an assessment of it and I'll get right back to you with the terms of the coaching, and the coaching will begin immediately. matt@matthewchorne.com. Coaching in the subject matter, issue that you're facing, name, phone number, and I'll get right back to you. I've enjoyed spending some time with you tonight. Thank you for hanging in there with me, and thank you for everyone who's been donating and just commenting and interacting with me, man. Don't let it be lost, man. I truly appreciate you all, man. I truly do. But that's pretty much it for tonight. Only deal with women who have a vested interest in you. Only deal with women who have identified you as worth fully committing to. That's vested right there. And allow them to go through the natural course of inspiration, meaning that you're going to give them more than whatever they could ask you for. That is a vested interest from an inspirational woman that inspires you to give your best. Keep an eye out for those women because they're there. And I will see you soon.